What I wish I knew at the start. Looking back, there are things I wish I had known before starting this journey. I wish I had known that healing isn't linear. I wish I had been gentler with myself during setbacks. And most importantly, I wish I had memorized the periodic table in high school, because suddenly every element felt way more relevant than I ever imagined. Let's go deeper into what metal toxicity poisoning really means and how the process of healing can feel chaotic because the metals inside your body shift and change. This is something I wish I understood from the start. What is metal toxicity? Your body is designed to handle certain essential metals like iron, copper, zinc, magnesium. These play roles in enzymes, metabolism, and cellular function. But there are also non-essential toxic metals like lead, mercury, cadmium, arsenic that don't belong in our systems, yet over time they can build up, interfere with normal bodily functions, bind to tissues, disrupt enzyme systems, and create oxidative stress. These toxic metals can creep in through environment, food, water, old exposures, then slowly accumulate, lodge in organs, bones, and tissues. When I first got my test results, my doctor looked at them and asked, "What kind of work do you do again?" I said advertising and sales, all in an office. He paused and then asked, "Have you ever worked in a metal foundry?" Because honestly, the numbers were off the charts. I couldn't help but think maybe my office chair had secretly been doubling as a radioactive hotspot. Heavy metals can replace or interfere with essential metals in enzymes, blocking key biochemical reactions. They can generate oxidative stress, damage tissues, disrupt organ systems, kidney, liver, nervous system. They can accumulate in storage sites. For example, bone can act as a reservoir for metals. The body then has to deal with both the burden of the toxic metal and the dysregulation of normal metal balance. Healing can feel like a jumble of metals moving. When you embark on a healing journey, whether through detox, chelation, improved nutrition, better mindset, elimination of exposure, you're creating conditions for your body to mobilize stored metals. Think of it like a basement full of boxes you locked away. When you open the door, things shift and move. Here's what can happen. Stored metals in bone or tissue may begin to shift out of their parking spots as bone turnover increases or tissue repair begins. Metals that were inert or bound can become more mobile. For example, when chelation or detox protocols or improved circulation organ function start prompting them to leave their resting places. Because of this mobilization, you may feel symptoms flare, unusual fatigue, brain fog, aches, unsettled sleep, shifts in mood, almost like your body is under construction. It's in part the body responding to change. Toxins moving, repair happening, old patterns releasing, new metabolic activity. The metals are not necessarily hurting you more by moving. They were part of the problem when stuck. What's happening is the system is activating to clean up. The discomfort is often a byproduct of release and renewal. What I wish I had known about this process, that symptoms don't always mean failure, that they mean change is happening, that this mobilization requires supportive conditions, good hydration, nutrition, antioxidant support, restful sleep, gentle movement, that being patient and gentle with myself mattered. When the metals rearranged inside, I needed to give space for the body to adjust. That mindset matters. The mental belief my body is recovering helps guide the repair process. The community and support make a difference because this journey can feel lonely when the body is shifting internally. Wisdom, is often learned through experience, but reflecting on what you wish you knew helps you become more compassionate with yourself and more efficient in guiding others or yourself in the future. Mini exercise. Write a letter to your day one self. Include 3 insights you've learned and advice you would give to navigate this journey with more ease. Take 2 or 3 minutes now or schedule time later and write. 1. What I wish I knew when I started. 2. What I'm grateful to have learned. 3. What I promise to myself moving forward. Keep this letter somewhere visible as a reminder of your growth and your hard-earned wisdom. You might put it on your fridge, next to your bed, in your journal. Whenever you feel uncertain, read it. Let it remind you of how far you've come and that the journey ahead is supported by what you now know. Thank you for being here, for doing the inner work, for trusting your body and mind. Remember, healing isn't perfect. Setbacks will happen, metals will move, emotions will shift, but you are capable. Your body is far more resilient than you give it credit for. Let the wisdom of what you wish you knew guide you now in the next chapter of your healing. Mindfully yours, Julie.